where he owns the property, and that's real clear to him. That does not meet his social need. And strong social skills are part of why LGDs don't chase, are part of how they have the ability to read subtle behavior in other animals. It's conspecific to start with. They learn it from each other, and he's got a really good solid start. He also is a dog with big social needs, and if they're not met the way he wants them to, he'll figure out how. And so a single dog is likely to decide to chase chickens because he's bored or because he's lonely or just because he's got a level of unease because things are not just right for him. I mean, dogs are very social creatures. The very best thing for him would be to have a working partner. And it's not just somebody to play with, it's a working partner. It's like the mirror image of him out there knowing how to talk to a predator the way you saw Neville do it, and what Kim described, and how to feel like they're safer because they know they have the backup, so they become dogs that don't bark as often, don't bark as much. They don't pull in a lot of the coping behaviors that a single dog will, or a stressed dog will, or a scared dog will. That's a pretty big deal. And when I put the course together, I paint a picture of what I think is optimal, easiest for dogs, makes the most sense from a dog's perspective, but almost nobody starts that way. And to show kind of what a target would look like, what is easiest for dogs, and then being able to look at that and go outside and say, okay, we actually have this logistically. We have this dog. It's this age. It's whatever. You know, it doesn't need to be perfect. But if you know the kinds of things that make it easier on dogs, then you can work at putting them together where your dog is. Size doesn't have anything to do with social needs. So a lonely dog on an acre and a lonely dog on 10 acres, it's not a function of how big the real estate is that you would need a second dog. It has to do with dogs as social animals, and as that they use those social skills to be guardians. So if they don't have an opportunity to learn them that way, they're not going to behave. It just kind of makes a mess of things. And because they will work at figuring out how to meet their social needs, they'll land that on wherever it is. And to have it be a likelihood that he's going to learn to eat your ducks and chase your chickens around is almost a foregone conclusion in my mind. If he's a single dog, why wouldn't he? He's lonely and he's got to play with somebody. And play behavior, adolescent dogs, play behavior is part of how they learn their job. It's part of what they need to do. It's not all fun and games. It has a purpose. It's really important. And you want to foster their ability to do that. It's a learning thing. And what he's going to be learning by meeting that need with your poultry isn't going to make anybody happy. So he's got to have somewhere to go with it.
Cindy, is it okay if I just add
Yes.
just a personal experience? Haley, I'm super new at this. We got our Maramas when they were about 6 months old, off of a farm with a bunch of livestock, and our pasture is just over an acre. So it sounds like it's similar in size. And what I feel like I'm witnessing is that these dogs, their lives are so incredibly rich, because they have a partner. And it's amazing to me to watch them learn from each other and, do their work together. And I think you might find, if you get another one, that actually things are easier rather than harder.
Yeah.
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 Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, I'll just hop in here. I've been working with guardian dogs, probably for 25 years. And we've had both situations. I try to have them in pairs, but we have had situations where we've only had one for a while. And the difference, it's just night and day. The single dog still works, but she was depressed. I could see the difference because I saw them in different situations. And the difference between having a pair and having a single is so different, so stark, that I wouldn't dream of having a single dog trying to work. It's because I love my dogs and I want the best thing for the dogs. And absolutely, what Cindy's been saying, absolutely, they're much better off with pairs. So if you have any opportunity to get 2 dogs, please do it.
It adds some enrichment in his life. It's better than not ever being around a dog. They're not speaking the same language, but at least they're dogs. Play behavior with a prey drive animal is really different. The rhythm, the speed, the way that they do it. Prey drive animals often make a lot of body contact, slamming bodies and whatnot, and LGDs don't typically play that way. Dogs mirror behavior. They don't copy necessarily, but they're influenced by canine behavior that they see. So a lot of the pet dog behaviors are not things you want to see your dog emulate. But the biggest thing is he needs a working partner. A pet dog goes to bed at night, and LGD gets up and goes to work. And he goes to work because every predator in the world is out there working also. So he doesn't have any backup. He's vulnerable and he knows it. The way that these dogs coordinate how they work and the decisions they make and whatnot is just a fascinating thing. And they really need it. I mean, all of his backup, all of his social stuff goes to bed at night and he's out there looking at the whole wide world by himself. Even if he's not likely to be eaten, that pressure is a lot. So he's not looking for a playmate. He's looking for a workmate.